Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome. Okay, so this is going to be a video that I haven't done in a very long time. Is a YouTube video. I recently switched over to Twitch for my subscribers here on YouTube. I will post the link in the description of my Twitch channel. You're more than welcome to go and jump in and have a look. I've moved over from the whole competitive scene of Call of Duty and Counter Strike. I no longer do it. I do play on an odd occasion. I'll play some Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. But I mainly focus now on sim drifting. So, what I'm going to do for you today is give you my settings that work for me on my wheel, which is a Logitech G923. So it's the newer version of the Logitechs, the latest ones, as far as I know. While I'm recording this video, it is the latest one. And not many people have had, or should I say, I haven't seen as many videos going to be explaining things that I'm going to explain today. Some people have done things different, but I'm going to go through my settings today with you and to show you exactly what I've done that works for me. So, what you're going to do is, let me just do that for you guys. Okay. So, you go into your Assetto Corsa file. You'll see you've got your operating range. Okay, this is now from CarX. So what you want to do here is I run mine on 680. Oops, 680. Okay, 680 degree rotation. So only rotates 340 each side. And that's it. Okay. Sensitivity, I've left that at 50. I have played around with it. I haven't found any like difference really. I haven't really fiddled around with it too much. I prefer not to. It works, so I'll just leave it there. Centering spring strength. If you get your wheel, it will be on I think 20. I turned that down. Yeah, so this is pretty much how I have it. The centering spring in non-force feedback games. I have that ticked off, but it is zeroed out, so it doesn't actually work. Apply settings from game, your torque and your audio effects. I've left that as default. Pedal sensitivity, I've left that as default as well. I haven't fiddled with those at all because, well, why would you want to fiddle with it? It works. So, yeah, I haven't fiddled with that. Assignments, obviously, you can do that to your own discretion if you want to set a button for a handbrake or you want to set it for changing a camera or viewing left, glancing right, changing your boost controller up and down, traction control, stability control, ABS. You can set that all under these assignments over here. You just click on the macros command, you say create new macro, you name it, and you basically, like this for instance, if you want to cycle through apps, and let's say for instance you want, let's think of a button quickly, the PlayStation button. Okay, I don't really use that. So if you want, for example, or to open your task manager, okay, you want that to run on a button, you just take it like that, you drag it, you put it on there, you let your mouse go, and that becomes a task manager. So now if I press that button, my task manager will open up. So that is how you do that. The rest you can customize it yourself to your liking. Further than that, for Assetto Corsa, settings I have here, a lot of guys have run. Yeah, there we go. um, a lot of guys run that whole wheel check and they go through all those kind of things with the FFB. Okay, look, I do use the FFB clip. So if you want, I can post that in the, well, not if you want, sorry, I'm used to streaming. I will post that link in the description as well for the FFP clip. My FFP clip, I fluctuate between 75 to about 85% on the FFP clip in your content, in your Assetto Corsa. But as you can see, I run on 680 degrees, gamma's on 1. The rest I leave pretty much plain and simple over here. I don't really play with much besides my throttle. Logitech does have sometimes, when it gets a bit dirty, and as lazy as I am, I don't really clean it all the time, so as much as I should be. But if you don't clean it, the throttle does not become, you see, like there, if I hold it there at a certain spot, it jumps around. That's just because it's dirty. It just needs to be cleaned. So I just turn that up a little bit so I can feather my throttle without having to jitter while I'm standing still. Next is, okay, obviously with your buttons, next gear will be your pedals. I've just got mine set on my Arduino, which is running a custom sequential shifter that I've made. And as you can see, I've used buttons on my wheel to increase the turbo, to glance left, glance right. Yeah, and that's that. Then you're going to force feedback. So this is what I was telling you guys about with the guys use the FFB post-processing. So a lot of guys use the LUT file. I personally don't use it. Okay, well, that's an old one. I'm not going to use it. I personally don't use it. For some wheel, for some reason, I have felt this wheel doesn't like using it. It could have just been maybe an error on my side, but I run with it off. And out of experience, it works for me. So if you have tried it and it doesn't work for you, there's no harm in trying something like this. Gain, I keep that on 100. I don't really fiddle that too much because you have your FFB clip running in the background, which obviously you can change while you're in Assetto Corsa itself. Filter, I have that down to 0. Minimal force, I put to 1.5. You could go a little bit higher if you would like, but personal preference, I like it at 1.5. Everything else, as you can see, is pretty much turned off. Center boost gain is off. Center boost range is off. Low speed threshold, that I think it is standard like that. It's defaulted like that. Yeah, but other than that, make sure your soft lock is ticked off. I have come across some of my friends and people when they open their content manager that is unticked. Just tick that off, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, I really wanted to do this video for you guys before I get my new wheel, which will be happening sometime during this week. What day? I'm not sure. It is en route. It's on the way here. I just don't know when it will arrive. I will be live streaming the unboxing. I don't know if I'm quite going to live stream fitting it to my rig because I might have to make some adjustments to my rig. I might. We will see how that goes. But yes, it is a new wheel coming up, sponsored to me. Very, very grateful for that. I appreciate it so much for the sponsor. I will post his link in the description as well for his Twitch channel. A very good friend of mine that is actually just supporting me, wanting to achieve my goal and to become a better drifter, a better driver in general. And I have improved within the hours I've played Assetto Corsa, and my only way up to make things a bit easier for myself would be to get a belt-driven wheel. Nonetheless, my experience from the G923, I must admit, it's a fantastic wheel. I've loved it. It's never let me down. It's different to the 920s and the G29s. I have found the 920s and the 29s, they don't rotate as fast as the G923s. I don't know if some people have put that in their reviews. I've looked, but I haven't found any, but maybe there is one or two around you on YouTube. Um, but this one, out of my experience, it definitely rotates quite a lot faster and it feels a lot better. I suppose it's got to do with the chip inside that they've changed and the sensors and maybe a few odds and ends that they have changed. The experience with the wheel on Dirt Rally 2.0, experiencing the true force, that is one thing I will definitely be missing. It's an experience on its own. I'm glad I got to experience it. I thank you, Logitech, for making a product like this that can give you that kind of experience in having to feel the physical gravel, feel when you're going off a tar track into the gravel and you're coming back onto the tar, you can physically feel in your wheel how the sand and gravel is on your tires, and when it starts falling off, the wheel becomes smoother. It's a weird sensation to try and explain, um, but it's definitely something very, very unique, which I really, really, really enjoyed. And like I said, I'm going to be missing it. But what I will not be missing, and I'm very sorry to say this, I am very disappointed in Logitech in this sense, is the H shifter. I've got the H shifter from Logitech. It feels extremely arcadish. For the price point, I suppose that is what you are going to be getting, but it's not that great. It's okay for entry level. If you if you're not doing competitions like I am, if you just want it for the immersion of some drift, some racing, never mind drifting, or even just driving in general, it'll work perfect. It's going to be perfect in that sense. But for me, that has to react fast with the drifting. I've misshifted a good couple of times because it's not going into gear properly. So if you have the extra couple of bucks lying around, try and get yourself the Thrustmaster TH8 shifter. It, if I'm not mistaken, it does come with a USB adapter. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. If not, you do get an adapter for your shifter to become USB powered. So if you have your G923 and you want that shifter, you can run it standalone. So that is something I wish I had done. But obviously, you live and you learn. So yes, I hope you guys are looking forward to the new unboxing, which will be happening. The video will probably be only uploaded a day after I've done the unboxing. But when I do receive the box, I will be live on Twitch. Like I said, I will leave my description in the my link in the description below. You're more than welcome to give me a follow, and you'll get that notification when I am live. The title will be the new wheel unboxing under just chatting category. So thank you guys. I hope I was able to help some of you. Um, yeah, and hope to see you guys on the track. And yeah, thanks guys. Cheers and enjoy.